You wake up in the middle of the night and your mind is already racing. It's that heavy feeling in your chest where one worry leads to another, piling up like storm clouds you can't outrun. The unpaid bills, the tense conversation with your spouse that you replay over and over, the health scare you haven't even told anyone about yet. Your thoughts swirl faster than you can catch your breath, and suddenly the darkness feels thicker because sleep won't come, no matter how hard you try to shut it all down. The world has plenty of advice for moments like this, and honestly, some of it makes sense at first glance. Download an app for meditation, chase that promotion to feel more secure, or talk it out with a friend over coffee. They all see the struggle and want to help. A good workout might quiet the noise for a while, and let's be real, a late-night snack can feel like temporary mercy. But deep down, you know those things treat the symptoms without reaching the source, leaving you right back where you started when the next wave hits. What if there's a voice that's been waiting through all of it? One that doesn't just sympathize, but actually steps into the storm with you. Psalm 94:19 puts it this way: "When anxiety multiplied within me, your comforts delighted my soul." Notice it doesn't say if anxiety shows up, it's when, because the writer knew it would multiply, growing louder and more insistent, just like waves building in a rough sea. This psalm comes from a time when life for God's people was anything but stable. Think exile, betrayal, enemies closing in, the kind of uncertainty that makes your modern worries feel familiar. Dig a little deeper into the original language, and it gets even more real. The Hebrew word for anxiety here is sa, which carries the sense of something tumultuous and roaring, like the crash of ocean waves against rocks or the chaos of a battlefield. It wasn't polite concern, it was a soul-roaring overwhelm that multiplied, layer upon layer, until it threatened to drown everything else. And God's comforts? The word ta'anugim evokes something tender and delightful, like the quiet pleasure of a shared meal after hunger, or the relief of a cool drink in the desert heat. Personal, intimate delights that cut through the roar. Historically, these words were sung by people in chains, far from home, proving they weren't written from a place of ease, but from the thick of real suffering. God's comforts didn't erase the anxiety. They delighted the soul right alongside it. Bring this straight into your world today, because it's not ancient history. It's for the 3 a.m. hours you're living right now. That worry about the job interview tomorrow, or the kid who's pulling away, God sees it multiplying, and His comforts are already there, waiting to be noticed. Start small and practical. Grab a notebook and name 3 specific roars: finances squeezing tight, family tension building, that nagging fear about the future. Then read the verse out loud, letting it sink in like a friend's steady hand on your shoulder. Walk outside at dawn, phone off, and watch how the light breaks through, just like His comforts breaking through your storm. Studies show naming fears reduces their power, but this goes further. It's declaring truth over the tumult, inviting delights you didn't earn. Here's the grace at the heart of it all. God isn't disappointed in you for worrying. He designed you to feel deeply, and He meets you there without a hint of condemnation. Your mess doesn't push Him away. It draws Him closer, because His comforts flow from love that's stronger than any roar. No performance required, no guilt for the nights you spin, just open space for delight to settle in your soul. So carry this into your week. When anxiety multiplies, God's comforts delight, and they always will.